A very warm welcome to all my dear students. Today we'll be talking about Python Pandas. So let's see which part of the syllabus it covers, right? So it covers the data handling DH2 part of the syllabus of CBSE. So we'll be starting first with the data frame, what it is, how do we make or create those data frames, and after creation of data frames we'll be doing pivoting, sorting, aggregation on it, and performing different activities like min, max, mode, and all which is discussed in the syllabus. So the very first thing what we'll be doing is we'll first see what Python Panda is, or what are the data frames basics. First we'll learn how to create a data frame. If we talk about data frame, so what kind of data can be represented in the data frame? So spreadsheets as shown here can be represented in data frame, like we have country, region, the nominal GDP, or if you want to have a population representation in this kind of spreadsheet, this can all be done by data frames. So first we'll see what a data frame is. It is a data structure, that is, it is an organization of data in a 2D form. This is just like a spreadsheet, how you use Excel in your computers. It has rows as well as column. Rows are represented by axis 0, or you can say index 0, and columns are represented by axis 1 or index 1. Indexes can be, that is, the row can be your columns, or rows can be your numbers, letters, string, anything. The row headers and column headers can be anything. Data type across the column may be different. Values can be easily changed. Addition and deletion of rows and columns are possible at any time. So the very first method how to create a data frame is through a 2D dictionary. So we'll just see how to create a data frame. So if we have a data frame creation with the 2D dictionary, we'll first have a 2D dictionary. 2D dictionary means what? That means we have different keys and the values are in form of list. Like for example, we have keys like name, fees, and grade, and the values for those keys are in form of list. Like this is the name list of names, this is the list of fees, and these are the list of grades obtained by the student. So if we store this in a dictionary, we can just transform this dictionary into a data frame by writing this line, that is, the variable name equals to pd.dataframe, and in argument list the dictionary name. Now what is PD? PD is one of the object of the pandas data type, right? So after doing this, if we write dfprint df1, we will be getting this data frame. Right, now here you can see the rows are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if I also want to renumber or rename the rows, we can just write things like, we can just copy this, paste here and change here, that is index equals to and a list. Like if you want to state the roll numbers, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And once we run this, you can see we will get the data frame which was here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is renamed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can also name it like with the variable like 1 and then 2, something like this, and then again run. And you can see here the names are 1, 2, and different data types can be taken in a list for naming of rows and columns, right? Here you will see when we are taking the dictionary as the input data of a data frame, the column names are the keys of the dictionary. So name, fees and grade are the keys of the dictionary here. So the column name is by default taken this. We can also change it by just writing comma columns equal to and the list. Like for example, if you want student name, so in a stu name, right, comma school fees, comma school grade, right? So if I run this, we get it like this here. So if we are changing here, right, so the data from here is not taken. Clear? So for that we need to rename the column. That we'll be doing it further, right? So we'll just remove this. Just I wanted to show that while dictionary usage, if you are changing the name of the column, you cannot do it this way. You have to rename the column. Then we'll see how to rename the column later on. Clear? Okay. Now the next topic is from 2D ND array. So let's see how we will do from 2D array here, right? So if we see this, how to create. So I have created a 2D array by this method, by using range method and reshaping it into 3 by 3 matrix. So if I get this kind of array, I can again change the row name and the column names out here. Fine. This is the second method. We can also have it by np.array, and then we can do this. Now how to change the index and column. For changing of index and column, we just need to write index equals to this, columns equals to this, and you can see that accordingly the rows and column headers are changed. Here if you write columns, we don't have any n here because we are not making it through dictionary. Clear? Now the other is from 2D dictionary with values as series objects. So in between that, I will also give you an explanation if you have to create it through 2D dictionary like this. Like for example, we will take a dictionary within a dictionary. Okay, so nested dictionary. So if the value of a key of a dictionary is the other dictionary, right? So like for example, we have taken English marks, maths marks, Hindi marks, science and social science marks of 4 students in a dictionary, right? And again I make a other dictionary which has the key as the name of the subject and the value for the key another dictionary, right, which we have mentioned here. So this kind of formation of dictionary is done, dictionary within a dictionary. We can also pass it as a argument, and after that we get this as key of the dictionary con mark is the name of the column, and the keys for the dictionary which was within marks English was the name of the row, right? So we can also create dictionary like this. Now we'll see how to create a dictionary using a series object. So we have the series object here. Now you will ask, madam, how to make a series. Now for this, what you need to do is we need to mention pd.series and the list of values along with the index. Okay, so how do we make a series? So series can be made by writing the variable name equals to pd.series, in which s has to be capital, and the arguments will be the list of values as well as the index of those values. So I have made the series of 5 subject marks like maths marks, English marks, Hindi marks, social science and science marks with the common index, and the marks are accordingly to the students. After that, what I have done is I have added the marks of 4 students. So as you know that the numpy objects, series objects, or the array objects has vectorization of operation. That the series object is taken as the dictionary values, right? Like 0, 1, 2, 3 is a dictionary object here. And then what we do is we are passing it into a data frame and we get it like this. So as we know that the indexes are the name of the row here, and whatever we pass directly in the dictionary as the key value becomes the column name. We can also change this by writing like English, marks and other thing like that. Then here the column becomes the key of this dictionary mentioned. Reading Excel file to data frame objects. So if we have an existing data file and or Excel file or a CSV file and we want to read it into a data frame, how we'll be doing this? So if we have a sample file XLS, we are having this data onto that file and we want to read it into a data frame, we just have to write a single line, that is the name of the variable of a data frame equals to pd.read underscore excel and the name of the file. This name has to be the absolute path of the file. Okay, so I'll just show you how we have done here. So you can just see that we will be writing this, that is data frame 1 equals to pd.excel sample file and we get the name. And I'll also show you the sample file. So this is the sample file which contains this data, and the same data is also available in the data frame. So you can just map Samarth, Shakya, Rohan, Bisht and other things, right? So the same way we can read the CSV file. What we need to change is read CSV instead of read Excel, and the file which is to read is CSV file. I'll show you here. So this is the CSV file sample output example. I will also show you the CSV file, that is sample.csv, which also has the same name. So if we have a bulk data and we want it to be stored into the data frame directly without writing lots of code, we can just use read underscore CSV or read underscore Excel and can do this. So now let's see the assignment for this video. So the very first assignment is to create a small Python code to create a data frame with heading A and B, and these are the data below. The second question is also for the output of the data frame. If we write all these, what will be the output of the data frame? Third question goes for the creation of data frame and so on. Okay, so these are the questions. Hope by the knowledge of the video you'll be able to solve these questions. So this is for the output. This question is to create the data frame using series, right? The next one is by the 2D dictionary. I'm just trying that all your concepts should be clear. So the assignment is specifying that by using which method you need to create a data frame. And these are to create the data frame through Excel and CSV file. Okay. So that's all for this session. Thank you.